Game 1 of the Eastern Conference Finals. The Raptors have shown an impressive array of abilities in round 2, taking the series in only 5 games. Tonight, we will find out if they can keep that momentum going against Boston. The Eastern Conference Finals, coming up next.
For these two teams, 2 rounds down, 2 to go. The battle for the Eastern Conference continues. Game 1 of the conference finals. And tonight we've got Boston playing against the Raptors. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. From the sideline, our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. It'll be the Celtics off the tip. So the first quarter now underway as we begin the... Eastern Conference Finals. Irving kicks to Tatum. Pass to Hayward. Just 5 on the clock. Good D by Siakam.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Here's Leonard. And Tatum pulls it down. And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for the Celtics. Hayward a screen on Siakam. Back to Tatum. And it's off from three-point range. Outside Leonard. This all setting the pick for Leonard. His three-pointer's off the mark.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Tatum passes to Irving. Horford kicks to Tatum. Pass to Irving. Good D by Gasol. Green left side. And Leonard has it in the corner. Good. Great play by Green to set it up.
And Leonard knows that corner 3 is an important shot in terms of spacing out the defense.
Picked by Horford. Hayward on the wing. And out of bounds as the Raptors gain possession. Raptors have gone 1 of 3 for the field to start this one so far. Siakam a screen on Tatum. Puts it up. Another miss by Leonard.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
Oh, and the jam by Tatum.
Come on now. Tatum just showing off on that dunk. Oh, man. That was nice.
Now here is Lowry. Gasol, a screen on Irving. Lowry from outside. Good D by Irving.
You know, right now they're just 1 for 5. Rough start so far.
And the foul called on Danny Green. That's his first foul. Tatum dishes to Irving. Floats it up for Horford. And stolen by Siakam.
Great job preventing that ball from coming into the post. Might have been an easy 2 if the defense wasn't there.
Siakam, a screen on Tatum. Nobody near Leonard. Buries it from three-point range. Leonard's got 6.
Well, the pick gives Leonard some space, and he wisely calls his own number.
Pass to Hayward. Lets it go with a 3. It's hauled in by the Raptors. Lowry with the ball. Can't get it to go. He's taken 2 and missed 2. Hayward finds Irving. Over in the corner, Brown. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist.
A work in progress from Brown. When he's connecting from deep, everything else becomes easier.
So timeout called here, the first for the Raptors.
Trying to find some answers offensively.
Yeah, and you know, that's going to be the focus of this timeout. They need to come up with a spark to get the offense going.
And on the screen now is the 2K leaderboard with the rundown of this postseason's assist leaders. 4th, Siakam. And, of course, Fred VanVleet.
I think these two guys are having a little personal competition here in the playoffs to see who will finish with the most assists.
First quarter of play and just over 3.5 minutes in.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the 3.
And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul, shot misses. He'll be shooting 2.
You know, Hayward's really an outstanding athlete, a sneaky good athlete. He's creative at using his physical abilities to draw fouls inside.
Ties it up, and this next one could give them the lead.
And, you know, there's no question about it. Hayward is an exciting player and an athletic forward who can really, really score.
One falls, and that puts him up by 1 point. And it's Leonard with the ball. He'll bring it up for Toronto. Gasol setting the pick for Leonard. Drains it from beyond the arc. Leonard's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
Leonard scores at all 3 levels. He's a threat anywhere on the floor.
Brown against Green. Outside Irving. It's up a 3. A 3-pointer is right on target.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Now here's Leonard. 9 points in the game so far. Here's Gasol. And finished off by Gasol.
Awesome job right there from Gasol. Understanding where to cut after setting the pick.
Hayward a screen on Lowry. Irving from long range. That shot no good. Toronto, they've gone 4 of 10 shooting the ball here in the first quarter. And it's Green missing.
Yeah, but the hand in the face, it's critical that you contest his shots every time down the floor.
Hayward a screen on Gasol. Irving for three. It's hauled in by the Raptors.
You know, he looks a little off-kilter to me this quarter, still trying to find his rhythm.
Pass to Green. And here's Lowry. He's covered by Irving. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It goes on Jason Tatum.
You know, it's hard to establish good D on Gasol because of his height and his width, but, you know, he'll happily win a trip to the line by using what he has.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
He's off on the first.
And what you like about Gasol, he can put up big numbers, but he also does the little things that don't always show up on the stat sheet.
And he's good on the second.
You always have to take advantage of trips to the line.
Boston's gotten just 2 of 6 to fall from three-point range so far in the first. Hayward with a screen for Irving. Takes the three. Bangs home the trifecta. Irving's got a couple of threes now in the first for the Celtics.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team is giving an inch.
Yeah, and the lead has changed hands, and it just hasn't stayed in those hands very long when it's changed. Back and forth we go.
6 changes of the lead here.
Yeah, both teams still kind of feeling their way through this game.
Lowry against Irving. Horford with a screen on Lowry. Here's Irving. Rejected by Gasol.
You really got to admire the reach of Gasol. He's excellent at utilizing those long arms of his to turn away shots.
Leonard finds Siakam. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. Leonard's got 3 assists in the game.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
And now the first timeout call here for Boston. Some changes for Toronto. Ibaka's checked in, and it's Powell in for Danny Green. Then for the Celtics, Daniel Tice comes in for Al Horford. And Grant Williams is subbed in for Gordon Hayward. Brown against Powell. Brown jams it in.
What a throwdown by Brown. This guy is a lot of fun to watch.
Leonard on the wing. There's the triple. And the Raptors hit again from deep.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
Yeah, I'd be confident too, as a matter of fact. I mean, if you're stacking up threes the way he is, I mean, he's doing all this work from behind the arc.
Now, here's Tice. Outside Williams. 6 on the shot clock. Tatum no good. Raptors leading by 5. Ibaka, the pass to Powell. Second chance shot. And Boston with the rebound. Here's Tice. Pass to Williams. Tice trying to break free. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
Did enough down low to force the defender into a foul. Nice work inside.
And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Raptors?
We've got a bunch of this game yet to be played, but they're shooting it well from the three-point line. That's got to be a welcome sight.
Cultivating a lot of assists right now, which is beautiful to see. Love the way they're working that ball around.
Marcus Smart's checked in for Jason Tatum. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. And so Van Vliet will bring it up for the Raptors. 3-point lead. Ibaka sets the pick for Van Vliet. Down low. And Ibaka slams it in.
And putting some power behind it. Nicely done.
Boston's gone 3 of 7 from three-point range in the first quarter. Irving against Van Vliet. Williams, a screen on Van Vliet. Here's Irving. Outside for Smart. Knocks down the three ball.
Yeah, Smart, a dominant player in a number of ways, but consistency with the jumper, I think, would put him over the top.
It's stolen by Tice. Brown outside. Outside for Smart. And the Celtics hit again from deep.
Outstanding vision from the young swingman Brown. That was a great find.
Toronto trailing. To the wing right side. Siakam finds Van Vliet. Now here's Leonard. To the inside. Stolen by Smart. Up again. And 3 chances on that possession, but they just couldn't find a way to score. A 3 from Leonard makes the bucket. Now he's got 5 field goals, 5 for 8 in the game.
Monster quarter for him. He's put the team on his back, trying to carry them to the W.
Now a timeout called by Boston. You have to like what we're seeing so far from Kawhi Leonard.
He can't miss from deep. The defense has to regroup here, and I think they've got to change things up because he's locked in from behind the arc.
Here's a look at the 2K leaderboard with the list of the best shooters during the postseason. Kawhi Leonard on top, and of course, Kyle Lowry.
And they've both been extremely hot from the floor. Great timing on their part to get it going in the postseason.
Williams scanning the floor. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. And Van Vliet picks one up.
And you know, with some players, it's more than just the numbers. He provides things for this team that don't always show up in the stat sheet.
For Boston, they have been solid at the line so far. 4 for 4. And the first one drops. Second free throw, no good. Toronto shooting well right out of the gates here at around 50%. And Vliet on the wing, covered by Irving, and Ibaka slams it in.
And that is textbook perfect, the bounce pass. Exactly how you want to throw it.
Van Vliet against Irving. Williams sets a screen for Irving. Five on the clock. Pascal Siakam grabs the miss. Raptors leading by 3. Here's Leonard, and then Leonard with the dunk.
This is how dominant Leonard can be. And once he finds his comfort zone, he keeps his foot on the gas.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. Anunoby, he's checked in for Pascal Siakam.
Find the lanes. Find the lanes. One shot.
The free throw good from Kawhi Leonard.
You know, when you talk Kawhi Leonard, you start with his defense, and I don't know if there's a better wing defender around.
And Tice throws it down.
The lob, the finish, that's perfect.
And so Van Vliet will bring it up for Toronto. 4-point game. Anunoby, good.
Yeah, he's shown terrific control of the pace and the rhythm of this offense.
You know, numbers don't always tell the story, guys, but his assist totals do paint the picture here. I mean, he's got everybody involved.
And here is Brown after OG Anunoby made that last three-pointer. And Brown throws it down hard.
Staying slick there on the drive against contact. Brown, so nimble.
Now here's Van Vliet. Nothing on the board. Ibaka with a screen on Smart. Powell for 3. Rebound Boston.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
Yeah, the half-and-half balls are going their way, and that's really a function of effort and intensity. You know, the ball doesn't discriminate. Whoever goes and gets it, that's who owns it.
And the Raptors with the ball after the basket by Boston. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Smart kicks to Brown. And there's the foul. It's on Jaylen Brown. That's his first foul.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
No question about it. No flop there. That was a direct shot to the chest.
And that replay showed just how forceful that block was.
It's a different kind of defense teams play in the postseason. Much more intense, more in your face. High-energy plays like that one are winning plays.
Langford's checked in for Boston. Van Vliet against Irving. Van Vliet outside. Pass to Leonard. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
I mean, he is tearing the defense apart, and let's face it, they have not brought their A game on that side of the ball.
It was the exact same kind of offensive showcase for him in their last game, too. When it happens this often, that's not a pattern. That's a characteristic.
Kawhi Leonard has been on display for the Raptors. His production has been flowing as he's tallied 20 points and looks to be planning for more. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And here we go, heading back to the action here in the Eastern Conference Finals. And guys, what's your take on Toronto so far?
Just stretching out the floor that first. They had the defense scrambling.
And you know what? That's what happens when you establish your three-point game early. Puts the defense right up against it.
Here's Leonard. Launches it from deep. Rebounded by Langford. Boston trails by 5. Floats it up for Horford. Gasol with the steal. Over in the corner, Green. And he lobs it up toward the rim. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
And that's the connection Leonard has with his guys. Knows when to go for that alley-oop.
Now here's Irving. Looking to get it going. Pass to Langford. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. Langford's got his first 3 points of the game.
Hey, there's no denying it. Kyrie is a score-first guard, but he's a better passer than he gets credit for.
Gasol, a screen on Hayward, and stolen by Horford. And a dunk by Horford.
Now Horford getting after it, putting that putback back in the bucket.
Just about a minute and a half has gone by here in the second. And here's Leonard from three. Good again. He's on tonight. 9 for 13 shooting.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Here's Horford, and a dunk by Horford.
Tell you what, I could watch this move and this movie all night long. Irving doing a nice job getting his team quality shots.
Leonard looking over the floor. Gasol setting the pick for Leonard. Off target from three-point range. Boston trails by 3. Here's Hayward. He takes it in. Off with the layup. And so Gasol will bring it up for Toronto. Anunoby with the screen for Leonard. From deep. They get it back. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Gasol has all the moves. He's a tricky cover inside, and you never know which of his many moves he's going to pull out of the trick bag.
The Raptors have shot 2 of 3 from the free throw line tonight.
Shoot 2.
And that one falls for Marc Gasol. And the Raptors making a change here. Siakam's checked in. Boston also with the sub. Jaylen Brown's checked in for Langford. And so Gasol nails them both. Boston trails by 5. Outside Irving. Horford with the screen on Van Vliet. Irving against Van Vliet. Tatum wide open. He fires one. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. Irving's got his 6th assist on the night. Toronto's gone 1 of 4 from three-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them. Van Vliet passes to Siakam. Anunoby against Brown. Down to 5 on the shot clock. No good from Gasol. Boston's gotten both of their three-point attempts to go down here in the second quarter. And finished off by Gasol.
Smart enough to take what the defense allows. Gasol sees the lane and doesn't hesitate.
Van Vliet against Irving. Horford sets a screen for Irving. Shoots over Van Vliet. And it's Irving missing.
You know, he's just not taking good shots, not taking smart shots, forcing up a lot of low percentage junk there.
Van Vliet kicks to Green. Anunoby against Tatum. This one for 3. Outside for Gasol. Pass to Siakam. Gasol, a screen on Hayward. Back to Gasol. The ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Siakam. These players can flat out shoot the rock. The 2K leaderboard shows us the top three-point shooters in the playoffs. 5th best, Fred VanVleet.
He is having so much success from beyond the three-point line. Some guys just thrive on this kind of pressure.
And Toronto making a change here. Lowry's checked in. Outside Irving. Hayward with a screen for Irving. Launches it. Rebound by the Raptors. Gasol's got rebound number 5 here tonight.
Well, it looks like he's cooled down a bit after hitting those 2 in the first quarter.
Van Vliet passes to Siakam. Outside Green for the 3. Nothing that time. He's 0 for 2.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And, guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
Here's Van Vliet. The rebound by Jason Tatum. Boston trails by 4. Floats it up for Horford. It's stolen by Green. Siakam inside. Tatum on him. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. This is his 3rd trip to the free throw line.
Shoot 2.
The first one falls.
And they have yet to miss a shot from the line here this quarter.
Yeah, you have to make teams pay for fouling you. That's why they call them free. And they've done exactly that, made them pay.
Gasol drops 2.
And it took them a while to find their touch at the line, but they have been red hot here in the second quarter.
Hayward is screen on Lowry. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
And if you really want to make things hard on yourselves, this is exactly how you do it. Turnovers on back-to-back trips down the floor.
Raptors leading by 6. Gasol setting the pick for Lowry to the paint. And finished off by Gasol.
Setting up others and running the offense smoothly, that is what Lowry does.
And it's Irving with the ball for Boston. Horford with the screen on Lowry. And on the way from Irving for 3. Gasol with the rebound. Gasol's got 6 rebounds in the game.
And another miss. Ooh, he's having a really ugly game.
Yeah, about as ugly as you can have, you're right. Lowry fires away from outside. Sinks the triple. And now an 11-point Toronto lead.
Oh, that's from another zip code. You have to pick Lowry up at half court. Well, this guy will make you pay.
Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over. Norman Powell's checked in for the Raptors. The Celtics also changing it up. Williams is checked in for Hayward. And Smart subbed in for Kyrie Irving. Outside for Smart. There's a screen by Williams. Smart wide open. He fires. It's in. That's his 3rd field goal of the game. He's 3 for 5. Toronto leading by 9. Now Lowry. Gasol, a screen on Smart. Lowry from outside. Horford with the rebound. Horford's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Shoots over Van Vliet. And it's good off the back rim and in. Horford's got 6.
And I like the fact that he really was unfazed by that scoreless first quarter. And now you can see him getting into a rhythm.
Lowry for 3. Rebound Boston. Tatum's got 6 rebounds now in the game.
You know, it's really surprising that they're up at this point, given that he struggled so mightily.
Van Vliet looking around. Pass to Siakam. Here's Powell. 6 to shoot. From deep three-point land, it's hauled in by Brown.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Well, that looked to me, guys, like a heat check. And was maybe a step out of his range.
Powell for 3. Al Horford with the rebound. Boston trails by 7. Loads it up for Williams. And it's slammed in by Williams.
Oh, that's what you call teamwork right there. Going airborne for that connection.
And for the Raptors, they're shooting here about 46% for the game. And here is Van Vliet. Hasn't made one yet. Siakam kicks to Powell. 5 to shoot. Toronto needs to get off a shot. Lowry finds Gasol. Another miss, and they desperately need a bucket. For Boston, they've gone 7 of 14 in the second quarter, shooting to the tune of 50%. The Celtics have shot 5 of 6 at the foul line tonight. And the first one at the line is good. Some changes for Toronto. Ibaka's checked in, and it's Leonard in for Fred VanVleet. Daniel Tice is checked in for the Celtics. Langford comes in for Brown. And both free throws good for Williams. Toronto leading by 3. Outside Leonard. Ibaka sets the pick for Leonard. Fires the 3. Connects again from distance.
And he is scorching hot right now. He could be on his way to setting a franchise postseason record with his shooting.
He's caught fire at the right time for this team. Stepped up big in the postseason for him. Boston, no good that time either.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
To the middle. It's stolen by Tice. Here's Tatum. Empty that time from Leonard. The Raptors shooting 33% in the second quarter. The offense has looked crossed up and confused at times. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
Already he's looking at his third foul. I think the coach will probably look to sit him down until the third quarter.
Boston trails by 6. Langford with it. Tice with a screen on Powell. Here's Langford. A three-pointer off the mark.
Yeah, and a dangerous trend here as they're starting to live and die with outside jumpers.
Really good point. I mean, you want to keep that balance, and attacking inside creates space for shooters, and having shooters creates opportunities inside, so it works hand in glove.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw, no good. And the second free throw, good. And so it's Smart. He'll bring up the ball for the Celtics. They trail by 7. Pass to Langford. And out of bounds as Toronto gains possession. Let's take a look at the players who have pulled down the most rebounds during this postseason. In the third spot, Kawhi Leonard. And, of course, Pascal Siakam.
Those two have been really aggressive in the paint so far this postseason. They've provided the kind of rebounding you need in this atmosphere.
1:57 left in the first half of basketball. Tatum against Leonard. Shoots the 3. Rebounded by Smart. Boston trails by 7. Williams dishes to Smart. Here's Tice. And a miss there on the triple. After shooting well, they're at 45%. Powell, the pass to Siakam. Screened by Ibaka. And here's Leonard from 3. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Leonard's got 11 here in this quarter alone.
At the offensive end, he's been assertive and efficient, guys. A big reason why they hold this lead right now.
Here's Smart. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
As tough as they get, Smart's a bulldog out there, does a good job of drawing contact, oftentimes by initiating it.
And he's got his first free throw of the game. No good on that one. Anunoby, he's checked in for Powell. Kyrie Irving's checked in for Boston. He hits the second from the line.
And some of what Smart gives this team doesn't always show up in the stat sheet, but he makes plays that help you win.
Outside Leonard. Ibaka sets the pick for Leonard. And again for 3.
He's putting on a shooting exhibition that has left this entire arena slack-jawed.
And Greg, he finds himself tied for second place all-time in three-point makes for a playoff game. And on the way from Irving for 3.
Boy, this is bad. Tough to watch. I mean, this is really bad. He's stone cold this quarter. Man.
And finished off by Siakam.
Oh, nice timing on the alley-oop. This is the chemistry Siakam has with his teammates.
1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Irving against Lowry. Irving looking over the floor, looking to end his cold spell, and that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that, that's your only option.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, free throws are always better than a layup, so I'd agree with you there.
And he makes the first. And so Irving nails both of them.
Making it look effortless. Send this guy to the stripe. He's going to cash in more than not.
And a deep 3 from Lowry. No good on the last second attempt there. And so it's Toronto up by a dozen here at the end of the quarter. Their strategy has been clear tonight. Work the ball inside, get shots in the paint, and now they are scoring with ease. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here.
Welcome, folks. Game 1 and a big deficit right now for Boston.
They've been a step slow to close out on shooters all night, and that's why they've given up so many threes. Come on, man. Show some hustle.
Perimeter D, apparently not their strong suit. The conference finals. Big fella, do you expect these teams to pull out all the stops?
That would be correct, Armando Arnie. That's right. No minute restrictions. Let the stars shine tonight.
You have to leave it all out there. Even if you're banged up, find a way to get it done.
The competition level on the rise. Thanks for spending halftime with us. Time to get it back out to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third quarter.
And we're ready to get back into the action here in Game 1. Let's see what this quarter has in store for us. Kawhi Leonard really has his fingerprints all over this one.
Yeah, he's just been raining down on them from deep here. You talk about dialed in.
Well, you know, the stroke looks fantastic. Even when he's had a hand in his face, it hasn't affected him at all.
Raptors leading by 12. Right side Green, beyond the arc. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. Leonard's got 4 assists now tonight.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
It's hard for me to watch this. I mean, the defense practically giving them those shots.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Gasol, a screen on Tatum. And it's Leonard missing. Boston trails by 12. Horford finds Brown. Now Irving. It's stolen by Lowry. They get it back. Good D by Irving.
That's 1 for their first 4 to start the second half.
Here's Horford. And it's Toronto with the rebound. Gasol's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Here's Siakam. Horford with the rebound. Horford's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game.
This is turning into a slow start here in the second half. Seems like they left that offense in the locker room.
And the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
And guys, point of emphasis for the league is to really crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, you know, he might have gotten away with that a few years ago, but not anymore. No way. Now you've got to be stationary on those screens. No extra hips or elbows, or they'll call it.
On the wing, Brown. From past the arc, sinks the three-pointer. Brown's got it back down to single digits for the Celtics.
And you know Brown is feeling it when he's taking those shots. His confidence right now is through the roof.
For 3, and it's Leonard missing. And so Horford will bring it up for the Celtics. Since the second half started, they've only given up 3 points. Here's Leonard. He's got 34. Releases. And the Raptors miss again. Boston trails by 9. Outside Irving. Hayward with a screen for Irving. No good with the triple.
That is fantastic defense on one of the best three-point shooters in the league. Didn't give him an inch of room.
Well, Green's showing us another layer of his game right here. I mean, I like to see him attack like that on occasion.
For Boston, they've gone 2 of 5 shooting here in the third quarter. Now a timeout called by Boston. Leonard against Tatum. Here's the 3. The 3 from Tatum.
Their third three-pointer in a row.
Adjustment time for these guys. The defense has to make some adjustment here.
Lowry against Irving. Gasol, a screen on Irving. Three-pointer, Lowry. Al Horford with the rebound. Boston trails by 8. Pass to Irving. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. And Hayward gets it to go.
All these threes they're giving up have really been the driving force on this run.
Toronto's gone 1 of 4 in three-point shots here in the third. This all setting the pick for Leonard. The 3. And Boston with the rebound.
Kevin, you can understand the shot selection. I mean, he wanted to go back at him and just came up short on the triple.
Brown. And then Brown with the dunk.
And how about this young fella, Jaylen Brown? He's a bucket, adept there at finding a different way to score.
Siakam, a screen on Tatum. Inside, and stolen by Horford. And pushing it up, here's Boston. And Hayward gets it to go. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Celtics.
I like their defense tonight, and we don't talk about that side of the ball enough. You can really change a game when you get a bunch of steals and get out in transition.
The shooting's been great, but also how about the energy level? That's what's impressed me the most. They've been getting it up and down in transition, and that takes effort.
Now, here is Irving. He's got 11 for the lead. Second shot opportunity. Horford no luck. Toronto shooting 41% for the game. Leonard the pass to Lowry. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. Lowry's got 5 points so far.
Lowry is a fearless scorer despite his lack of size, and he's never one to back away from the trees inside.
Hayward outside. That shot misses. Gasol with the defensive effort.
Feels to me like this team is going to need more from him, guys. I mean, if they're to erase this deficit, he's got to step up.
To the middle. And finished off by Gasol.
Nice positioning from Gasol there. I mean, that time established himself inside and then went up with assertiveness.
And here's Boston. They're on a 16-6 run. Hayward with a screen for Irving. Traps in the tray. Irving's got 2 now from beyond the arc in the third for Boston.
Yeah, that's too good a look to give him from behind the arc.
And the Raptors call time here. Some changes for Toronto. Ibaka's checked in, and Norman Powell subbed in for Pascal Siakam. Boston also with a sub. Smart's checked in. Green against Smart. Lobs it up for Ibaka. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
You know, Danny Green usually is knocking down shots. This time, he's setting up a guy to make a shot.
Van Vliet against Irving. Horford with the screen on Van Vliet. Irving from long range. And it's Toronto with the rebound. Ibaka's got his 4th rebound in this one. Pass to Van Vliet. Back to Ibaka. And Ibaka slams it in.
And a sharp pass to set up that high percentage shot in close.
And it's Irving with the ball for Boston. 6-point game. In the corner, Smart with it. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. Irving's got 10 assists here tonight. So active.
The defense is far too slow to close out on those three-point attempts.
And those triples, they sure do add up quickly, don't they? I mean, they've got to make some kind of adjustment here.
They grabbed their own miss. Ibaka, no luck. Boston trails by 3. Irving finds Brown. And here's Hayward. It's rebounded by Leonard. Leonard's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Smart with the steal. Here's Hayward. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. Let's take this chance now to show you the list of the postseason scoring leaders. Kawhi Leonard on top. And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for Toronto?
Well, you know, they've been tremendous, I think, when it comes to sharing the basketball. You know, getting guys involved on the plays and creating offensive opportunities for everybody. Equal opportunity offense is fun to watch.
And they've also not only created turnovers tonight, but converted on them. All game long, that strategy has been paying off.
Free throw good from Hayward, and Toronto making a change here. Anunoby's checked in. The Celtics also changing it up. Daniel Tice comes in for Al Horford. And Grant Williams is subbed in for Brown. Hayward hits them both. Toronto's gone into a slump here from 3-point range, shooting just 1 of 5 here in the third. Here's Leonard. Kawhi taking no chances.
You know, a little bit of contact will not bother Leonard at all. I mean, he's so strong as a player. It's part of the deal for him.
Williams sets a screen for Irving. Williams against Van Vliet. Clock at 6. Irving kicks to Smart. Shoves over Powell. Smart misses. Raptors leading by 3. On its way from Ibaka for 2. Kyrie Irving with the rebound. Irving's got 4 rebounds in this game. And Tice throws it down.
Hey, when Irving is creating for others, he's even more difficult to slow down.
The way, Greg, they're sharing the ball tonight, mesmerizing.
Everyone's getting to touch it, and everyone's contributing.
Tice, no good. Toronto shooting 35% or so in the third quarter. Whatever they're trying is not working.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And, you know, you can sense his frustration. This is going to be a test of his resolve here.
Irving for three. Was shot off that time.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
Misses off the right iron. The Celtics shooting in the second half so far about 45%. Here's Smart. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Williams. Smart's got the lead up to 2 now for the Celtics.
And you've got to give them a lot of credit for just battling back into this game.
Extremely impressive was the rally they made. I mean, we'll see how much their comeback might have taken out of them, and we'll see if they can keep that foot on the pedal now.
Ibaka, he scores his 5th field goal. He's taken 9 shots to get those 5.
Yeah, Leonard really utilizing the vision to find the crack in the defensive coverage.
Irving against Van Vliet. Irving dishes to Williams. And the rejection by Ibaka. Here's Anunoby. Misses the 3. The Celtics shooting 43% for the game. Here's Hayward, and it's blocked by Ibaka.
Terrific swat. His guys love seeing him go to work on that end.
And now let's take a look again at that incredible rejection.
Hey, bringing that postseason intensity, so critical. You know, these plays can change the trajectory and outcome of a game.
There's 1:38 left to play in the third. Outside, Smart.
All over his man. Boy, does he put in effort on the defensive end.
No good on the triple. And here's Leonard from 3. Rebounded by Smart.
He's really slowed down a bit here in the second half. He hasn't converted a 3 yet after the tremendous first half he had.
Hayward against Anunoby. And out of bounds as Toronto gains possession. And the Raptors with the ball. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. And Ibaka slams it in.
Man, he sure can get off the floor.
He's one of the best in the business, absolutely.
Boy, he makes it look easy. He is an absolutely imposing finisher around the rim.
Irving passes to Williams. Back to Irving. And that's out of bounds. Boston will retain possession.
Yeah, gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
Clearly a careless pass. He got away with one there.
Four on the shot clock. Here's Smart. Rebound by the Raptors. Leonard's got rebound number 11 for him here tonight. Foul for 3. Rebound, Gordon Hayward. Hayward's got 4 rebounds now tonight.
He still hasn't been able to convert from the field. He's just struggling to find the shot.
And for the Raptors, they're shooting about 42% so far. Ibaka for 3. A rebound by the Celtics. To the inside. And Tice throws it down.
And how about the incredible timing on that alley-oop?
He absolutely hammered it down.
Well, I tell you what, that's the play we'll remember if they can put together a little surge to break this game open. You make your teammates better by giving them good passes. That one was perfect.
It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of 3. Raptors lead by 2. And we're just moments away from the start of the fourth quarter. Stay with us. And how about a look now at our assist of the game?
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, and with the accuracy to go along with that vision. I mean, he put the ball in the absolute perfect spot. That's how you orchestrate it.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. Brown against Anunoby. Brown, no good. And so Anunoby will bring it up for the Raptors. The lead is 2. Siakam, a screen on Irving. Lowry for 3. Rebounded by Smart.
And, you know, even though they're on top, they're winning. I mean, they could use more from him. Trying to shut the door on this one.
Irving for 3. Pascal Siakam grabs the miss. Siakam's got 9 rebounds now tonight. Green, no luck. Boston shooting not great, 40% for the game. Horford, good. Horford's got it all tied up now for the Celtics.
And that's Horford for you. I mean, that's what he does. He's a guy who brings toughness and great concentration to what he does in the paint.
Lowry for 3. Hits it from three-point range.
He drilled 1 from deep in the first half, doing it again here in the second.
Boston trails by 3. Outside Irving. Pass to Horford. Outside Tatum. Top of the key. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
You know, they want the ball in his hands here because they trust him to hit all the big shots.
Irving against Lowry. Siakam outside. That falls. Nice feed that time from Kyle Lowry. Lowry's got 3 assists tonight. For Boston, they've gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. And on the way from Irving for 3. Rebound by the Raptors. Siakam's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. They get it again.
Really good job on the inside that time. I mean, he had to work for that rebound, and he got it done.
Oh, he misses the dunk.
Tell you what, he does not miss many of those. He's usually a very strong finisher in tight.
Back to Gasol. And he banks in the layup. And now a 6-point Raptor lead.
Boy, between his passing and his movement, I tell you, Gasol creates a lot of problems in the paint. Frees him up for some high percentage shots as a result.
Here's Smart. Boston again missing.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
Siakam kicks to Lowry. Pass to Gasol. Gasol is doubled. Shot clock at 5. From outside, off the mark. Boston trails by 6. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Nice shot by Smart.
And those are the types of shots down the stretch that win you ball games.
Toronto's gone 2 of 5 on 3-point shots since the end of the third quarter. Pass to Siakam. Anunoby against Brown. Now here's Gasol. Rebounded by the Celtics. Horford's got 15 rebounds here tonight. Brown finds Irving. Tatum with a screen on Lowry. Irving from long range. It's rebounded by Anunoby. Anunoby's got his 5th rebound in this one. Siakam outside. No good from outside.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Irving for 3. The second effort. Smart misses. Toronto leading by 3. And he's knocked off course by the D. The foul called. He'll shoot free throws.
And one thing you can say about Green, I don't know of too many players who are as dependent on their three-point shot as he is. He needs that shot to be falling for him to make an impact.
First one falls for him. Gordon Hayward's checked in for Irving. And both free throws good for Green. And so it's Smart who brings up the ball for Boston. Trailing by 5. Down low, here's Horford. The shot, no good. Good work defensively by Gasol. Poked away. Here's Anunoby. The rebound by Jason Tatum. Tatum's got rebound number 8 now on the night. Horford dishes to Smart. Over Lowry. Again, the miss by the Celtics.
You know, you'd like to see a little more effort there defensively, but maybe they wanted him to take that shot, baited him into it.
Gasol, a screen on Smart. And finished off by Gasol.
Oh, good execution there. Lowry with a pinpoint pass.
Here's Smart. Horford with the screen on Lowry. Here's Smart. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
Another rebound hauled in. They're hitting the glass with a lot of passion.
Guys, that's been the key to their lead. I mean, simply put, the effort they've displayed on the glass has been the difference.
Hayward with a screen for Smart. On pass to Hayward. It's stolen by Green. Here's Siakam. And finished off by Siakam. Great game for him. Double-double now. 11 points and 12 rebounds.
And those are 2 loud points. Siakam flushes it without much effort.
Hayward a screen on Lowry. Here's Smart. Toronto grabs the miss. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Now Siakam. Jacks up a 3. Offensive rebound. Green. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
When Green's on the court, you can't lose him because he's just too dangerous as a shooter.
The first free throw is good. And some changes here for the Raptors. Kawhi Leonard comes in for OG Anunoby. And it's Fred VanVleet in for Kyle Lowry. Both free throws good from Green.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
100% since halftime. Come on now. I'm not sure this lead's going away anytime soon with that kind of marksmanship.
Again, the miss by the Celtics.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
And it's been a well-rounded performance. I mean, strong rebounding has certainly been at the center of it, but it's been good on a number of levels.
TO number 5 for him in the game, and that's way too high of a number for any one player.
Celtics making a switch here. Irving's checked in. Boston trails by 11. Hayward a screen on VanVleet. Irving from long range. Here's Brown. Tatum. What an effort by Jason Tatum.
He's come out here in the second half and done a nice job moving, getting good looks, and finding his range.
The Raptors call timeout. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hi, guys. During that last break, I heard what the Raptors coach told to his team. He likes the effort, he likes the play. He said, look, we're rolling now, guys. Let's get that momentum and keep it, and let's make the most of it to win this series. See if they can get it done.
Okay, David, much appreciated. VanVleet outside. Pass to Siakam. Here's Leonard. Just 5 to shoot. Gasol with it, guarded by Horford. Gasol no good. Boston trails by 9. Tatum on the wing. He's covered by Leonard. Tatum passes to Irving. Good, and it's Tatum picking up the assist.
He's showing no signs of letting up here.
And it's Leonard with the ball. He'll bring it up for Toronto.
Very difficult to just stop Kawhi inside. He's a powerful player who commits to his attacks.
The first one falls. Smart's checked in for the Celtics. And so he makes both from the line. Boston trails by 8. Outside Irving. Horford sets a screen for Irving, and the Celtics hit again from deep.
It sure was textbook, and Irving is fantastic in the screen roll. A solid decision maker in these sets, and he also can put it in the basket himself if he needs to.
Van Vliet passes to Siakam. Outside Leonard. From deep. Rebounded by the Celtics. Smart's got 7 rebounds in the game. Here's Irving, the kick out to Tatum. And the Celtics hit again from deep.
And he just seems to always deliver in the clutch. And he's got it going right now. That's who they want taking the big shot.
The Raptors call timeout. Here's Van Vliet. Pass to Siakam. Outside Leonard. Launches a 3. Connects again from distance.
An incredible shooting display if you hadn't noticed already, and he just keeps it going.
Well, he now owns the second most three-point makes in a game in NBA playoff history. How about that? The Celtics call time. On defense, Toronto. Here's Irving. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. They get Marc Gasol.
I tell you, it's so amazing to see how much raw talent Kyrie Irving has. Just seems like that ball is part of it.
That's good from Irving. And so he hits both.
And he doesn't let the pressure get to him. Cool and confident from the line.
The Raptors call timeout. Kyle Lowry, he's checked in for Toronto. Outside Leonard. Launches it. The offensive rebound.
There's another opportunity, and everything's going right for these guys.
And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Siakam. Celtics on offense. They're on a 13-5 run. The Celtics call time.
Trying to find some answers offensively.
Yeah, and you know, that's going to be the focus of this timeout. They need to come up with a spark to get the offense going.
Outside, Smart. Outside, Irving to tie it up. And he's good on the three ball. Irving's got the game tied up here for the Celtics.
Kyrie, not a bad answer. He'll give you the needed hoop when you need it most.
Gasol, a screen on Irving. Lowry with the ball. Guarded now by Irving. Leonard against Horford. Shot clock at 6. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. That one on Horford.
Kawhi has a subtle and quiet way of consistently keeping the pressure on.
Good on the first, and that gives them the lead. And so he drops them both. It's a 2-point ball game.
Needed those and got it. Terrific job at the line under pressure.
Here's Irving, and it's good for 2. Irving's got 27.
Well, you simply can't guard that. Irving's just too nimble. Easily gets himself free of the defender.
Irving against Lowry. Pass to Leonard, to the paint, and finished off by Gasol.
Relentless effort from Gasol pays off big. This is a guy who never stops working hard for his team.
Hayward with the ball. Floats it up for Horford. Count it!
That's why Horford's out there. He's a weapon, and you've got to pay attention to him. This guy can bring you baskets in the clutch.
Lowry against Irving. Gasol, a screen on Irving. Left side, Leonard. Connects again.
And talk about coming up huge. What a performance.
He's nearing the franchise record for most points in a playoff game. This guy is clutch. Lowry against Irving. And the defense didn't have position. They whistle a blocking foul, and he'll go to the line. They get Marc Gasol. Drops the first one, and that narrows the gap to 1. He's perfect from the line this time.
Excellent composure at the line there to tie things up and give them a shot at overtime.
The Raptors call timeout. Three seconds left to play here in the fourth. Leonard against Tatum. Now here's Leonard. He's covered closely. Oh, and the jam by Leonard.
He's put on a show for these fans.
I can't believe he pulled that one out in the course of an actual game.
Well, when you know it, you got to show it.
The Celtics call time. And talking about the approach now, what are they looking at?
And with a couple seconds still on the clock, I try to get the ball in as close to the basket as possible. That way, if you miss a quick one, you may have time for a putback to tie it at the buzzer.
Long range from the inbound. Oh, the all-or-nothing shot. No good. And so the big win by Toronto in a tight game. A pretty good feeling right now for them to be out in front like this in the series.
You know, Kevin, momentum so critical. And you know they'll want to ride this